My name is Josh Koffman. I'm the screens director and creative associate out here on the Coldplay Musical Spheres World Tour. So this tour has been on the road now for nearly 4 years. We've played basically everywhere. I think we've hit every continent now except Antarctica. Today is our load-in day here at Wembley, which means all of the sound, the lights, the video, we set that all up. We make sure it's all working. We have several different kinds of screens here. The main IMAG screens are large circular screens. They're 14-meter circles. We also have what we call the Moonrise screen, which is the upstage screen. We also have the inflatable spherical screens. We have 4 of those. The B stage is another circle, and it's an LED surface. And our latest addition is an upstage mesh screen that we've just picked up this year. It's a low resolution product, but it's physically very, very large. And so it sort of fills the area behind our stage. The main video control area is backstage, and that houses our servers. So we have 7 Disguise servers. We have 1 GX3 and 6 GX2Cs. And then the other side is front of house, where I am, much smaller because it's out in the middle of the crowd. And there I control the system. We use a fair bit of notch in our show. There are some songs where we'll go a little bit heavier with those effects and can get really stylized. The reason we have a GX3 as a director was because it was ideally suited to handle the number of surfaces that were all running notch. One of the things that Coldplay is really well known for is putting together an amazing live show, and we accomplish that by working together as a tour creatively. I'm constantly talking to the lighting team, the SFX team, so that we're putting together a show that matches. I'm constantly hitting the button to my lighting director Shaheem and saying like, hey man, what if we tried this in this song? I think that the result of that is that we've ended up with a show that feels more cohesive. It's rare to be happy to come into work and excited to see the people you work with. I feel very lucky that that's how I feel about this tour. I use Designer in several different ways. So in addition to obviously running the servers, I run an editor at front of house. So I'm always able to look at things ahead, or even in pre-show, or sometimes during the show, which helps me because I can have other members of my team come over and look at something, and I'll be able to show them what's going to happen. In addition, I have it running on my laptop. So whenever we aren't loaded in somewhere and I don't have the full system, I'm able to program ahead. Previs is super important for us. Stadium time is expensive. Previs lets us do the vast majority of that work ahead of time so that when we actually get to the load-in, we are nearly all the way there, and we just need to tweak rather than try and discover. Coldplay is a band that has a vast back catalog. We are constantly changing our set list. So what's great about using Designer for this is that all of those songs live in my show file always. I'm not penalized for that in any way. My show doesn't run poorly because I'm trying to hang on to data that I'm not using that day. If they suddenly decided to play a song that we haven't seen in a year, it's very easy for me to hop on my editor machine in front of house, make sure they're going to run correctly. It would be tricky for me to do the show without these capabilities of Designer. We've been on this tour for over 4 years, and we've never had a failure during a show. We chose Disguise for this tour back at the beginning. We're very confident that when we load in, our system will work. Our system will power up and it will work. That's huge. We are paid to deliver a show. That is what our job is. And so we need to be confident that the tools that we choose are able to deliver that show. And we are.